Alright, we're back at it again.
That's the Liberty Bell. That was they didn't go looking for that. They didn't go looking for that in National Treasure 1, but it was a subject in National Treasure 1. There was a clue on the Liberty Bell.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
We talked a little bit about National Treasure in the first playthrough because of how El Dorado's hidden under Mount Rushmore.
Did he bring a gun?
Oh, that's brilliant. Guns? What are you thinking?
Relax, Gandhi. They're tranquilizer guns, totally non-lethal. Your conscience will remain unscathed.
Oh, does he have a Batman role?
Good idea.
Great.
No guns?
No. He
No,
doesn't
oh,
know.
no.
It's just that these are just guards at a museum.
Oh.
You okay with that?
These are not bad guys.
Know how to shoot a gun, genius.
Nate has shot plenty of people. Trust me. These are shooter video games.
Okay.
No, it's just that these are just guys. Like most of the time when Nate shoots people, it's because they're already trying to kill him.
These guys are just doing their job.
Precisely.
Okay.
I
I respect that.
A lot of times in these games, they want you to like shoot them in the head with a tranquilizer.
No.
dart.
You
It's
can,
like,
you can shoot
them
him anywhere. It's a one-hit takedown, but it is limited range. If you hover over a guy and he's out of range, the reticle will get grayed out. That means you can't hit him.
Interesting.
That's also what it does if you point guns at friendlies in this game. If you point them at allies, but yeah. Anyway,
Interesting.
if it's
There you go.
white, you got a shot.
I thought he was gonna fall off. And
Sometimes
it's
they
like,
do. This guy might fall off. Let's see. Does he fall?
He's dead.
No,
He landed on his neck.
He's just extra knocked out. It's
What is this? Oh!
Move the cart.
This is very heavy.
I see.
Trying to find ways to use the systems that are already in the game for little other bits of interactivity.
horse.
You say now because the cart. Now all I need is a horse to pull a cart.
Oh.
The characters in these games don't make bad jokes sometimes.
Okay,
They just do.
I thought we were literally looking for a horse. I was like,
No,
there's
no.
a small statue that might be a horse.
If we can get up there.
No, the fact that the characters in these games, the writing, we talked about it a lot in the first playthrough, is pretty naturalistic. And he said the good thing one of us brought ahead. He's throwing up a rope. See,
Let's go!
the writing in these games is pretty naturalistic, and the characters will sometimes just make, like earlier he botched the "in like Flynn" joke. There's other stuff like that. They just make bad jokes sometimes. I also like that. That's a good tutorial for you can shoot while dangling. You remember the first time we did that, it was just, you're going back through the temple at the beginning, and there's a guy and you shoot him. Like, they do a really good job in these, and pretty much all the later Uncharted games, of contextualizing very specific actions into memorable moments to teach them to you.
Where's my...
That is a wall.
Where's my flashlight?
No flashlight right now. Too busy being stealthy.
Was that a camera?
I hope not. Can I not? Oh, no.
Nah, it's too tall. You can't make it up
Yeah,
there.
in the corner, pointed down.
Oh, it sure is.
That is a,
No, it's
that's
a
a
light.
light. Yeah.
Oh. Well, it was camera shaped.
So here what you can do, you can jump like that also. The other technique, Joey, that you
It's
can
the
use
shimmy
here.
around,
If you press O, he'll drop and grab the ledge, and you can
Yep.
shimmy past where those poles are, because there's enough room that your hands will clear it. So you could use that to get past if you were
shiny,
something
is there? No.
No shining on the other side of that, nope.
Didn't even have to grab that time.
I get
Wait a
nervous.
minute. I can... Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Is there a shiny?
Joey's seeing the in-game cues.
I am.
Oh, look up in the bell.
In the bell.
Nah, I think Joey's already on the right track. I'm pretty sure there's just a treasure over here at the end of these cross beams. Somewhere up here. I feel like there's one up here.
I don't see it. I don't see
Walk
it.
to the very... Gosh, I could have sworn... There it is.
Ah!
Yeah.
No. Not like that, Mr.
I
Drake.
knew there was one. I knew there's one over here. I'm pretty sure this is a chess piece. I remember that. Yep, it's an ivory chess piece, because we're going to see...
Cool.
What's funny about this one is it was sitting here on this thing, and it's not even in an exhibit, and we're going to see a big banner advertising an ivory chess set in a second here, which means they already
Missing
lost.
one
They
piece.
lost part of the exhibit, yeah. Or maybe someone stole it and they stashed it up here to, like one of the security guards stole it and they stashed it here to get it out later. But yeah, the raw quantity of assets in this game just puts the first game to absolute shame. There's a lot of detail in that first game, but since, it's just, it's all on islands, so, jungle foliage, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, there's just, just carpet hung on the wall there a second ago.
Yeah.
And, just so much crap sitting around in this game. But of course, that's just Naughty Dog in general. They just spend all that money and crunch their employees and just make tons of stuff.
How convenient. There we go.
Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't...
It was very clear. Enjoying a product is not necessarily a approval of business practices or development practices or whatever. Since there's just Last of Us 2 has been in the news lately because of crunch and developer burnout at Naughty Dog. I don't know if that culture was quite as prevalent back when this game was made, because this wasn't. This was a little bit earlier. The studio, I won't say it was small, but it was smaller at the time. Whew! Missed it.
Oh, shit, that was close.
All right, no more donuts for you.
And him saying, him saying no more donuts for you is a reference to in the first game, and also in this game, there is an unlockable skin for Drake called Donut Drake, where he's super overweight.
That's so funny.
Ooh, that was speedrun tech right there, even though it doesn't
Perhaps.
Yeah. Once again, you're up.
Oh yes, we gotta do this.
This feels, you're probably already telling, this is animated and feels even a little bit better than it does in the first game.
Yes, absolutely. I was messing up quite a bit in the first game. Very nice that it's all just yellow. It's like Mirror's Edge.
There's a guy above you. There's a guy above you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he
wait,
just threw
what?
him.
There's a guy below you. There's a guy below you.
That was a joke. There's no guy below you. And also,
there?
look at that guy. He lived. He's
Oh
swimming
my
away.
gosh, you're absolutely right. I was about to say, I was like, we just killed that guy.
Sometimes that animation doesn't trigger and he does just float there, but he's supposed to swim away to show that he lived through it.
Yay! How nice of them
There's no way of knowing that he would survive
to
that.
keep our conscience.
All of these games, we'll talk about this as we go on. A lot of people have criticized these games because of the sheer body count that you rack up, and it's like, oh, Nate's supposed to be like this nice guy who makes jokes and stuff, but he shoots lots of people.
They modeled a whole town.
Yeah, check out. It's
I
obviously.
mean, I'm
it's a little,
sure we're gonna be there.
It's a little low detail because it's just off in the distance there, but yeah, no, there's a nice little view here.
Nope.
You can also check out the ocean if you want. There's it's just here for
yeah.
a second, but it's
Show me.
It actually,
Show me the water.
Look at this. Even though in the first game you're in that they're on that island the whole time, you can't even see the texture repeating here as easily as you could in the first game, right? Mm-hmm. There's just a lot more money and detail put into this one. But I mean that's that's obvious because the last time around it was the first game in the series. Now it's an IP, and at this point I think Sony hedged a lot of bets on this being a really big unit moving exclusive,
Can I go
right?
over there? Nah.
You can, but there's nothing over there, I don't think. I don't think there's any treasure over there. Now, that was blocked off. You can't climb through, so you're going to have to monkey bar your way along here. Again, like I said, it's not that the system has become more complex, but there are just a lot more raw animations and interactions that you can have with the platforming in this game. Because you didn't do much of this in the first game.
Yep.
Didn't do much monkey barring in the first game.
Nope.
Okay.
Could you land on him in
Leave me
melee?
alone,
No.
Jacob.
Aw.
Hear you laughing at me.
Nearly there. Yeah, but why are the lights still on? Chloe will take care of it, don't worry.
I'm sure she'll take
Why
care of
don't we
something,
have?
alright.
Why don't we have her
She's
on?
gonna take care of loose
She's
ends.
turning off the light. Oh, you mean on the radio?
Yeah.
Maybe we have only like a short range frequency to make sure we're not picked up by their scanners or whatever, right?
Stupid.
Stupid. I could rob this museum better than they could.
Easily.
So you are actually, if you look down, you're now above some of the areas that you were walking through earlier in this whole sequence. I'm pretty sure that's an area from earlier anyway. I could be mistaken.
I mean, it looks
There
like
it is.
one.
Yeah,
Yes.
down there. That's where we started out.
Absolutely.
And also, if you go down to this next layer and look down, you will see over to your left, I believe. Way over to the left.
More.
Right there. There's the advertisement for the chess
my
exhibit.
The exact piece that we picked
Yeah,
up.
they only made the one model. Okay.
Let me up.
Uh oh, Joey, what have you done now? Soft locking the game, eh?
Nope, we're good.
I think he's probably gonna be too far away.
He's got his back
Probably,
to us anyway.
but...
Oh!
Bonk.
This was also so this game we're not really gonna be able to look at the multiplayer because we're playing the remastered version, and even in the original version they've taken the servers down, and unfortunately the way that the multiplayer in 2 was set up, even though I love the multiplayer, it was not really well optimally designed to the point that even to load up the multiplayer menus, you had to connect to the servers.
Wow.
So like you can't even though the maps are all there on the disc, and ideally you should be able to boot, an offline private match of just you walking around. You can't even do that anymore, unfortunately, because it's all locked behind menus that are you have to connect to the server. So it's a big shame.
That's rude.
But a lot of the maps still exist in 3, which you can access offline, because pretty much all the maps from 2 were in 3, just with like cosmetic changes. For example, like the exact layout of an ice map is in 3, but it's changed to a jungle map. But like you can still see like the layout and how it would have looked. One of my favorite maps in the multiplayer for 2 was it was a DLC map, I'm pretty sure, but it was based on this museum.
We get in this right here.
Now I'll take it all for myself.
Ladies first. Cute.
Again, we talked about this in the first game, but it's just like, it's not that even the scripts in these games are genius, but just that you don't hear video game characters talk like this most of the time.
Yeah, the banter.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there's the acoustic alarm. Until we get this case unlocked, that thing's gonna go off if we so much as touch this glass.
No worries, mate. Voila.
All right.
Cue the Rolling Stone.
Yeah, there's a boulder built into the museum. in case,
Smash it? Are
in
you
case,
gonna smash it right here? Oh my lord!
they gotta make sure they gotta make sure they got the right one. In case the guards and the electric alarms didn't work, we have this boulder just to make sure we get them.
Well, that's the understatement of the year. This is it. It's bloody useless.
It's Beth.
The light of the...
Walter White was here.
Wait a minute.
We shouldn't have broken it at all!
It's resin. It'll burn.
And
Just give me your light.
Didn't know Heisenberg was tied up in all of this. We got to steer clear of this job.
Come on.
I'm with him about being like, are you sure right here? That's fancy.
Let me see that.
Oh my.
Our ships were driven by a great flood tide into the wilds of Java.
sounds like they were hit by a tsunami.
Yeah, somewhere off the west coast of Borneo.
Oh, great. That narrows it down a bit.
Look, this mountain must have been the closest landmark where they went aground. We find that mountain, we find the ships.
Yeah, good work, mate.
Wait, there's more. Okay, Joe. As if the ocean itself sought to throw off the terrible cargo we carried from Shambhala. The curse of the Chintamani.
Will that mean something to you?
Shambhala. Oh my God, Flynn.
What?
Marco Polo found Shambhala. Shangri-La.
You're joking.
If they were carrying the Chintamani stone, it might still be there.
It's all very fascinating, but we really gotta go.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. The hell are you doing?
Sorry, mate. This is where we part ways.
Wait, Flynn, we had a plan.
No, you had a plan. Turns out I've got one of my own.
Come on, throw me the rope. Don't be stupid.
Oh, yeah, right. You're the mastermind. Only you overlooked one little detail. Didn't you, partner?
So what are you gonna do, shoot me now?
No, I just need you out of the way for a little while.
Shit.
You think I didn't know about the ships from the beginning? Any schoolboy could have figured that out.
Flynn, listen.
Face it, genius. You've been played. Not yet. I want to give the guards a decent head start. Right, that's my cue. No hard feelings, yeah?
All right, have fun, Joey.
Evade?
Oh gosh.
Now, unlike the last game where laser sight means somebody's pointing a sniper rifle or a Desert Eagle at your head and it's a one-hit kill, these don't kill you instantly. They're shooting you with rubber bullets or stun guns or something. I don't know what. But yeah. So at this point, you actually only have one bullet in your trank gun, so you can't really do much about this other than run.
Okay.
You can knock out one of these guys if you're so inclined, but it won't do much for you.
Yeah, there it is.
Hope I didn't miss treasures, but I'm sure I did.
Whee! Nate's so one mind, such a single track mind. Everybody's trying to kill me, but there could be goodies around here somewhere.
Use your head, Nate. Use your head.
This isn't really a stealth. They can't really lose you here, so
Oh, okay.
you can break their line of sight by going behind cover and stuff, but they can't really lose you.
I figured. But, this isn't GTA 5 where I just hide for a second and then the stars.
No,
go
sure.
away.
I just wanted you to know that it wasn't like it wasn't about to be in it. Like you weren't supposed to sneak through there or whatever.
See ya, suckers.
Brave words. Those things weigh so much.
Yeah.
Strong dude. Not strong enough though.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
You overlooked one little detail, didn't you, partner? What?
3 months.
Face it, genius, you've been played. Oh, really? Hey! Jackass, you're ruining the show here.
Ah, what a shame.
Sully!
My
I really
boy.
can't leave you alone for a minute.
Oh, man, am I glad to see you.
How you doing, kid?
I'm doing just great.
So, had to grease a few palms. Did go through the rest of your money and a good chunk of my own, but hey. Jesus, you stink.
Yeah, not half as bad as that cigar. Hey, how'd you find me?
Well, a friend of yours asked for my help.
Hello, Nate.
Oh, no. No.
Now, wait a second.
Sully, kick her out and shut the door. We're safer in here.
Just wait a goddamn minute. Hear her out.
Thank you, Victor.
Hey, no offense, Sully, but you're not exactly the best judge of character, especially when it comes to women.
Fair enough. All the same.
Dear God.
Oh, no, it's not that bad. Look, I have my own bucket. Last cell I was in, 8 of us had to share.
Listen, Nate.
You know something? I really appreciate you dropping by, but if you and Flynn hadn't screwed me over in the first
Now,
place,
wait
I
a
wouldn't have
minute.
been rotting in this shithole for the last
Listen,
3
Nate.
months. So excuse me if I'm not just, leaping into your arms.
I had nothing to do with it.
Right.
I told you. He's not going to listen to me.
Screw this. Nate, they found the ships.
In Borneo.
Yes.
And the Chintamani stone?
How do you know about that?
Do you really think Flynn could have figured that out on his own?
All right, good point. No, they haven't found it yet.
What do you mean, they?
Flynn and his client, Lazarovich.
You know, the nutcase. They've been working together all along.
All right, then. If they haven't found the stone, that means there's still time. You're gonna get us into that dig site. We are gonna snatch that treasure right out from under them.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, well, payback's a bitch. Look, they called it the wish-fulfilling jewel. It's a sacred object.
What, like a Buddhist holy grail?
Exactly.
Thanks.
Sully, listen to this. In the kingdom of Shambhala lies the most precious thing to be found in all the world. A perfect raw sapphire of the deepest blue, larger around than the reach of a man's arms.
Wow.
That's gotta be worth millions.
Hundreds of millions. And you say there's more of this?
Loads more. Lazarovich paid top dollar for Marco Polo's journals. He's been after the Chintamani stone for years.
Well, if he's been counting on Flynn to find it for him, it's no wonder he hasn't had any luck.
If I can get a look at Lazarovich's files, I can find that stone.
Hang on a minute, cowboy. That's easier said than done. The files are in his tent, and his tent is in the middle of the camp. It's like an armed compound. There are soldiers everywhere.
Well, that's why it has to be an inside job. From someone they know and trust.
Oh. Okay, I see where this is going.
Just need a diversion. You give me 5 minutes in that tent, that's all it'll take.
Really? 5 minutes? Well, that's great. I won't even have to get my top off.
Chloe, I was thinking more like an explosion.
Or that can be arranged.
Are you in?
Oh, hell yes. I was in before you were.
Chloe, you reading us?
Loud and clear.
We're getting close.
All right, so she's on the radio this time.
Yeah, this time. Not last time, though.
Okay, I've planted charges all around the perimeter of the camp. You two just need to arm them. The first one should be right ahead of you.
Okay, but where's the treasure, though?
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
God, this playthrough's gonna take 6 years. I was like, oh, we'll get through this in a couple of sittings, easy.
The wild jungle treasures, I need them. There was 60 of them in the first game.
Is that?
What the heck? That's the exclusive.
I also
Oh.
left the detonator for you.
There we are.
All right.
I would not have
First one
sat
set.
down in the
Don't
gunk.
touch the button.
This one?
Oh, Sully, I'm so glad you're back.
Just hit the
I'm so glad you didn't die.
They'll never know what hit him.
Just be careful. Lazarevich has got his men posted all around the perimeter.
Yeah, but now we don't have a stealth gun, so it's all good.
No, there's no,
Now we're mad at these guys.
no silenced weapons other than the tranquilizer gun. Which, after you beat the game, you can use cheat codes to spawn in wherever.
We're in church.
You brought a hooker to church?
Why not?
Hey, careful. Up ahead.
Oh, Sully, you're so spry.
Let's take these guys out. Quietly.
Drown them in the bog.
Drain
Let the gators get
swamp.
them. Shoot.
Boom!
Not even with the gun on.
So in this game, sometimes enemies drop different weapons if you stealth kill them.
Really?
When it has that blue ninja symbol, that means that you got extra stuff because you killed them with a stealth attack.
Fancy.
Oh gosh!
Oh no!
I thought.
Woo! All right, we're good to go, boys and girls.
Woo! Oh, I hear gunshots.
Yeah.
But who cares, baby?
Yeah, so occasionally you'll get different weapons when you stealth kill people. Often it'll be like they'll drop better weapons or extra grenades or whatever when you get stealth kills, which can help you to get a little bit of extra equipment at the beginning of a fight.
All right, now behind cover.
Look at
that's
how
fast.
much faster
That
it is
is
compared to the first
fast.
game, right? It's like instantaneous. The other thing is that I actually did some tests with the footage that we had, right? Where there were points where I was like, I feel
that's not
like
really bad.
I feel like the enemy was in the center of my screen, and I pressed aim, and then the gun was nowhere near them, right?
Yeah.
So in the first game with our footage, I marked the center of the screen where the reticle would appear, and like I went to parts where I was in cover, and I had the enemy perfectly in the center of the screen. And I pressed aim,
Okay.
but because of
Oh,
the
he's
way
up
that
there.
Nate animates, when he comes out of cover, the actual spot where he was aiming got affected by the animation of him coming out of cover, right? So I would have an enemy perfectly in the center of the screen, and then suddenly I'd be aiming 5 feet to the right of them when I actually pressed aim, right? In this game, it was a bit of a problem.
Sully, my friend.
It's fine, you're good, don't worry about it.
I can't tell if I'm actually hitting them because of Sully or not.
That could be a problem in the PlayStation 3 version of you could aim at an enemy and then it winds up with just Nate kind of points the gun wherever the hell based on the animations of leaving cover. In Remastered, they really cleaned that up, so the aiming is very snappy and reliable out of cover. It was already fast in the base version, but now it's even more accurate than it was in the base version in terms of
Ooh, look at that waterfall.
when you press aim,
Look
the
at
game
that
doesn't just
waterfall.
decide wherever.
Look at this. I love this.
There's no secrets behind this one, though.
Then there's this nice one over here.
Is there a treasure behind it? Let's find a secret.
Yeah, so I like
cannot believe I've
that.
been betrayed.
So this level is obviously has somewhat similar aesthetics to where we were in the first game, but even right off the bat,
it's
the
different.
level of detail, the lighting, they're doing a lot to kind of mix it up, and we're not going to be here for the whole game like we were in the last one either.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
No,
you're gonna
up
get.
in the tree there was a shiny.
Was there a shiny in the
I
tree?
thought there was. You can't see it where you are now, though.
Where is it? Off to the right or the left?
Up to the right.
I was gonna say because the left is out of game
More
world. I'm
more
pretty sure
up.
you're wrong, Aiden, but you just knocked it. It's just a physics object. Don't worry about it. Is there something above you?
I don't think he can see where I was looking last time.
Well, okay, well we'll give Aiden a chance here. I think she might be going crazy. She might have just seen a sunbeam filtering through the trees.
I may have.
That is the one problem, is that when you have a game this complex and you have any kind
Yeah.
of clipping errors, it's like, oh, there was a tiny little white speck in that asset for a moment because of a glitch. Was it a treasure?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no 6-axis balancing in the base version of this game. You just
I
get
gotta
to walk
test it.
across
I
stuff.
have nothing against these birds, but I have to know. Yeah! Alright. Just like the first game.
They're invincible birds.
No monkey meat in this game either, Joey. I'm afraid you're not going to get monkey meat in
Sopa
any
de
of the
macaco.
Uncharted games. No sopa de macaco for you.
Yay. Why are we doing this? Yeah, sopa de macaco.
Sometimes Sully will be standing down there, and his character will just run real fast to get out of the way.
Good.
This way.
Nate.
What was that?
Approaching excavation site 1 by now.
Thanks, Chloe. How did you affect my body like that remotely, though?
Oh, that's a person.
Oh no! Oh, there's 2 people.
I was like
You're
stealth.
gonna get shooted.
I was like stealth mode, but no. Oh yeah.
Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him!
Now, if generally speaking, Joey, if stealth is going to be an option, the game you'll have a good run up to where the enemies are, and you will know that stealth is an option.
Shoot him! There you go. Nice.
The later games add in proper awareness indicators and stuff, but for now, it's just kind of going to be you're in stealth or you're not, and usually you can tell you're not in stealth because the fight
Behind
is just
you. Up.
Sully's
Not
shooting at
there.
him.
Oh, up there.
Yep. When I said behind you, you were already turning, so it was no longer behind you.
It happens. Give me your ammo. This weapon feels less accurate than it did before.
Look at this though. You've already got 77 bullets in this.
Oh yeah.
Think about the work you'd have to put in to get 77 bullets. It might even peak before 77 bullets. I feel like it might max out at 70 in the first game.
Yeah, no, it was always a
Now,
struggle.
real fast, because
look
this
at
one's
those
sneaky.
birds.
These birds are kind of helping you out. Look, there's stuff you can hold to your right here.
You're
See?
Right, you're right.
You can arm them.
Like I said, I'm not gonna point out too many of the treasures for you in this game.
you may as
but-
well.
Nah. I mean, I'm not gonna remember a lot of them either. I've never technically gotten 100% of the treasures in this game anyway. I never bothered to go back and do
So when
that.
you're like, oh, I don't think there's treasure there, you don't know.
I know a lot of them. I know a lot of them.
Oh, that's wicked.
Ooh, pay pendant.
Specifically when you dropped down in the first level and I was like, haha, there's nothing down here, I fooled you. I know because that's fooled me multiple times. I'm like, is there anything down there? No, there's nothing down here. I knew there wasn't anything there because I'd searched it thoroughly.
All right, now on to progression.
Uh-huh.
I think it's just Kingdom Hearts trauma for me. Like the 3 of us sitting here, I'm like,
You
never
expect that I'm
trust Jacob.
trying to fool you in some way? Yeah.
Tron's gonna show up in this game.
Daft Punk did you know that Daft Punk did the soundtrack for Uncharted 2?
It's before they were Daft Punk. They were really experimental back then.
There's a bunch of them.
Here's the camp. You ready for this?
Are we?
Also, we don't know that these guys are actually bad guys morally.
They're just on
Anyway,
the
yeah.
wrong
So this
team.
this is what I mean by usually the game cues you pretty well if it's going to be a stealth allowed segment or not.
Shiny. I
It
think it's
says-
ammo though,
It's his ammo, yeah.
or a gun. It's a pew pew.
It is pew pew, but that
And generally, the best way to ensure they can't see you is to stay behind cover, but it doesn't matter because you're already going.
No.
There's not much you can do with stealth here. You can maybe get 3 guys if you
An
route it
explosive barrel.
well. So in addition to explosive barrels, there are generators. You have to shoot them a lot more than the explosive barrels, but they will also blow up. Explosive barrels, one shoot, one bop, they go away. This game has those propane generators.
Have some of this.
There you go.
Nice.
all right. And
Those
your
are
cover.
those are big boobs.
Where was it?
It's on the desk right in front of you. You're gonna have to scoot forward a little bit to grab it.
Oh no, I have to hold down.
There you go.
Yeah.
So this, Aiden, you're not familiar. This is the revolver that Sully has, and in our hands, not in the hands of measly AI who are only here to help, not to beat the game for us.
Dang it.
In our hands, this is a one-hit kill on most enemies in the game.
Oh, nice. Oh wow. What was the spinny move?
It really-
Am I bad with it? Yes.
They
Does it matter?
emphasize the power behind the weapon by really going crazy with the ragdoll when you kill people with it.
Oh, I thought Sully was a bad boy.
I'm glad he's not.
Yipes.
No, we're good. No, we're
See,
fine.
if you want to try a little bit of your blind fire, because it's actually allowed in this game. See, look, all he does is stick out the gun
Yeah.
now. They got nothing else. In the first game, Aiden,
Right.
the animations on blind firing from behind cover were not good. And Nate would, so like, remember how,
Oh, man.
remember blind firing on cover on this side before? It was like, just
Yes.
Nate sticks his whole body out. Now he sticks out as little as he needs to get his gun firing. He just sticks out a little bit. You are exposed and you can take damage, but it's not nearly as bad as before, where your whole ass body is sticking
new
out.
weapon. Oh, you're not dead. Now you are.
There you
I
go.
hope. It's the same shotgun as before.
Yes,
too.
it is. Most of the weapons
The
in this
pistol is
game,
not though. The pistol's not Makarov.
yeah, most of the weapons in this
Oh, that
game
was a shiny.
you will find are the
That's probably
same
it.
as the weapons.
What?
The cover ate some of the pellets, I think.
Probably.
You'll find that most of the weapons in this game are the same weapons as the first game. There's only a few mix-ups and a couple of new ones.
You gotta find those explosives and get them on.
Yeah, you finish the encounter. Now you just gotta find the C4 charges that are hidden around this base. You gotta do a little hide and seek.
I see. Is it in this area specifically?
They are in this area that you're currently in right now, the base, back, I guess technically behind you. But I think there may be one over around here, but it's just in this area. Like, don't progress out of here. I mean, the game won't let you progress out of here yet. Because you gotta do a boost, and Sully won't do the boost with you until you found all the charges.
Gotcha.
Now, they're flashing green like the one you saw previously, and there is also an audio cue, so I'll turn the game up a little bit, and it may help you out.
Oh, hi there.
There we go. So they weren't even a thing we could find while we were shooting, because I definitely we were.
We would have seen the lights.
Yeah,
no, they are not. They aren't there when you're. I mean, they might be spawned in, but the lights definitely aren't activated, and you can't mess with them until the actual fight has started.
Because we were in that first little area.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this is definitely like double the capacity already.
Yeah, seriously, the ammo scarcity is a huge deal in the first game, and they don't really mess with it much in the later games.
Need one more.
The later games also tend to throw a lot more enemies at you in much more hectic situations, and also you're gonna spend like let me put it this way: in the first game, you were probably not gonna spend much time just holding the trigger down for an entire clip because the bullets were too valuable. There are gonna be sequences of this game where you're just running somewhere and you're holding down the trigger.
Good.
That sounds like how I would be real life.
No, I want to support your guys' hopes and dreams. So head back the direction you came from just for just a second.
Okay.
Towards that waterfall.
Okay. Oh my gosh, there's climbing.
Since you guys were trying to find treasures behind waterfalls before.
Oh my gosh.
I figured I might as well help out by showing you there's nothing here.
You're kidding me.
And there's no dreams.
Wait, then what's the point? What's this?
An enemy spawns up here at the very beginning.
Oh my god.
There is. I want to say that there's a treasure behind the section you're at right now, the area where you first came in.
This is max ammo. No.
Or I want to say that there's one either up on top of this platform you can climb up to, or there's one like down around the base to the left, I think. Now directly behind you. I feel like there's a treasure on the ground around here somewhere if it's not on the roof. But again, it's been a while, and although I've replayed this game a bajillion times. Once you pick up a treasure once, it's gone. So I've only found everything once.
Yes, that's fine.
Try just down in the water on the opposite side, kind of where the bomb is. I may be mistaken. I feel like there's one around here.
Didn't we pick up the pin around here?
Boost.
The what?
The jade.
I think I was in the.
Oh, maybe you did, and I'm stupid. Whatever. It's fine. We can move on.
I don't know.
I wanted to go and check that. I didn't want to double check that waterfall because I couldn't remember if there was something in there, and I got it on my first playthrough.
Right there, and then. Oh, it was just a light.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's on the hold on 1 sec. To your right. I feel like I saw something to your right. On the opposite side of this cover, it may have just been a gun. But I saw a sparkle by those plants.
By
these plants?
No, the plants over here. It's a gun.
That's a gun. All right. That is one thing that makes the treasure hunting slightly harder.
Yeah.
Is the guns, but that's okay.
Hey, Sully, what's going on?
He wants out. He's had enough of finding these bombs and wasting time. See, this is so much more fun, Joey, than me knowing where all of them are anyway.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Maybe.
Got a great ass, Sully.
If you knew where like 75% of them were.
Alright.
I can pull up a list and cheat if you want.
But we've probably already missed some. And then
No, but it wouldn't be about 100% completion. I could just skim it. I mean, even with the list, I missed one last time. We had to go back and get it, right?
That's fair.
So, yeah. So if you'd shot the propane tank, that would have blown up this platform when a guy tried. Because there's a guy who tries to stand up here, but you can also just shoot him. So it's not really a big deal.
I love that monkey leap we just made. Aww. Why are you doing this to me, game?
Birds!
Is that progression?
That's progression, yes. I'm not sure there's anything over in this camp, but we can take a quick look around.
There should be, though.
Why have this whole area?
Why have this camp?
Yes, this is for flavor. This is just for flavor. There are guys who work here and live here now.
Yes,
they're camping
but
out
I
in this
need my
place.
treasures.
What treasure? What treasure, Joey?
Look up.
You're after the Chintamani stone. You're after the Chintamani stone, Joey. Yeah, this is why like this. Finding everything on first playthrough this game is unreasonable because there's the look up feature.
Yeah.
Recall, of course, after you've completed a level, it says found, 1 of 3 treasures in this level or whatever, so it's not impossible to find stuff. There are hints of where they are in the game, but
where?
Look, they're not armed.
When you beat the game in level select, it'll say how many chapters are in each level and how many you've found.
I hadn't been seeing that.
No. That's after you've beaten a level.
But we haven't been seeing that.
No.
Stop right there.
Woof!
Whoa, look at you!
Just killed that guy instantly. I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the mix up this time around. Is instead of having 2 different strings, it's just that
They
sometimes
grab me.
enemies will grapple with you during, and then you have to press a little QTE to get out of it.
Okay.
Now, on the lower difficulties, it'll usually give you the triangle prompt anyway. On crushing, the only cue is knowing the animations.
Here's another one for you.
Sully!
There you go. So yeah, basically, if it's pretty easy to tell
I'm
just from
going
the
to
animations.
screw
but-
up that every single time.
Screw
from
what
here
up
on
every
out.
single time?
I'm gonna melee somebody and just forget that immediately.
Oh, you're saying that because you did it good this time, karma means you're gonna screw it up going forward?
Absolutely.
Yeah, perhaps,
We
perhaps.
follow the hose. We find the camp.
You always follow the hose. Just like in Montreal, huh?
Oh,
You're never gonna
that
forget
hose.
that,
I
are
was
you?
like, what?
It's that pump that they're using. I think.
Yeah.
Now, hold on, go back. I want to double check. I could be wrong. There's the path around to the left that Sully used to get over here without going into the pit. I don't think he walked past any treasures on his way here, but he is getting a little senile in his old age. And I'm getting a little senile because it's been a long time since I played this game with all the treasures spawned in. So I'm just wrong.
Okay. That's fine.
The fact of the matter is, the first time I played this game was in 2009, and every treasure that I picked up in 2009. I've never had to pick up again. So some of the more obvious ones, I'm not going to think of because I haven't had to think about them in a long time.
I wish I had my gun back.
Nah, they kicked the gun away. It went into the muck, went into the mud.
So there's that. But what about this way?
The same
Oh.
thing. It just goes to the same place.
The illusion of choice. There's still no sprint or anything, which I don't
No
mind.
sprint feature. Just your one standard skill. I mean, one standard speed.
Okay, you ready?
Wait, just hold on a sec.
Three months, and you have found nothing.
Well, now, wait a minute. We've been...
Commander!
That must be Lazarevich.
This man was caught stealing artifacts from site number 5. You would betray me for this?
No, Zoran, I can't explain.
No need.
Oh!
I am surrounded by traitors and fools!
What do you say we really ruin this guy's day?
Do it.
Here's my question. Chloe, why'd you put that one random C4 charge like a mile away from anything in the middle of the jungle? Was it because you knew you were in a video game and you wanted to have a tutorial?
I'll cover you from here. Some fool left a sniper rifle up here. Careful, Nate. Looks like they left a couple of
When you actually drop down there, you can see a sniper rifle sitting there as an in-game pick-upable asset, but of course you can't get to it because there's no way for you to get there physically. It starts a cutscene as soon as you fall down. Boom.
Oh, that's cool.
good.
A little bit more lethal than the options we saw previously.
But I like the doing it from cover. That was interesting.
This is another good indication of if you're in stealth or not. Is Nate animates differently if the game is you're in stealth. You just saw a second ago when he was running, he was kind of crouched down like that.
Yep.
So if you are undetected and you walk long enough, he'll kind of duck into his. He'll kind of crouch and when he runs.
Let's see.
Yeah, if you want to test out these guys how nearsighted they are, you can do that now. You can run a few tests.
I need to have the other weapon out just in case.
Uh-oh.
Bring it!
Uh-oh.
Yipes!
It's okay. If this was crushing, it wouldn't be okay.
Crushing is a bit more forgiving in this game than it is in the first game. It's not super forgiving, but it's a bit more forgiving. Whoa,
Don't worry about that.
We've seen more glitches in the first 3 hours of this.
Well, we were talking about Cyberpunk earlier.
Shiny.
Shiny?
Shiny.
Shiny?
Where?
Nope. Oh, gun!
Where's the other guy at?
That's not treasure. That's just a
That's
just
not
a
treasure.
gun.
It's just a gun that's worth a few $100s. I guess we're looking for the big bucks. And honestly, with as many guns as we pick up, it's like you could sell.
That was what we talked about in the first game. Was we've got a DIY treasure hunt operation going on here. These guys are spending all this money. We're stealing everything and scraping by. We got no overhead.
You should see all this stuff. He's got files on every expedition to find Shambhala. all the way back to the 1600s.
What about Marco Polo's journals?
Here they are.
Just hurry it up. You haven't got much time.
Yeah. The worthy pilgrim is granted a golden passport to conquer obstacles on his journey to Shambhala.
Can you just, like, take it?
Well, then they know you'd been here.
We blew up their stuff!
Yeah,
They know we're here!
What do you mean? That could have been an accident.
I left my fellow travelers to their
There's crewmates with bullet holes in them.
Gas leak.
You must have thought that tsunami was some kind of divine retribution.
Wait a minute. Damn. Sully, I don't think the Chintamani stone is here.
What?
Listen to this. I would have sooner endured the wrath of Kublai Khan himself than remove the Chintamani stone from that sacred shrine. Marco Polo never had the stone.
Then what dreadful cargo is he talking about?
I don't know.
Well, if the stone's not here, what the hell is Lazarevich looking for?
Shambhala.
Here in Borneo? He's a little wide of the mark, don't you think?
He must be trying to pick up Marco Polo's trail. Back to Shambhala.
Why?
Because the stone is still there. Chloe, can you talk?
Well, also because, it's Shambhala.
Yes.
I think it has intrinsic value of just finding it, I would think.
Bodies, any remains at all?
No, now that you mention it, nothing. Why?
Over 600 people were shipwrecked here, yet there's no bodies. Don't you find that a little odd?
So where did they all go?
Where would you go if a tsunami hit?
Inland?
To higher ground.
Bingo. We head to that mountain. What do you bet we find Marco's pals? Chloe, can you meet up with us?
Already on my way.
Great.
Uh-oh. Nate, you gotta get out of there.
You're gonna have to give me a minute, Sully.
You don't have a minute.
What's this? They're all dead.
Crap.
Spread out. Stay down, kid. I got you covered.
Nate. Oh, that's convenient.
And here's your grenade tutorial. First, it gives you the aim throw, which you'll also observe is infinitely better than it was in the first game.
Yeah.
It's pretty quick, it's pretty accurate, and you have your arc throw, which is also better than it was in the first game, because even in the remastered version, they're still trying to fix the crappy 6-axis version of grenade throwing. Whereas in this, this is just the way that it worked in the vanilla game.
You can have that.
Oh no!
Pew, pew, pew.
I don't feel like I can range people as easily in this game as you could in the first one.
That's Sully.
Oh, hey Sully.
That's Sully. Don't shoot him. He's your friend.
That's a different looking enemy.
Throw it back! Nope.
No throwing back grenades in this game. That is a feature implemented in... I forget if they added it in 3 or 4. I know that it's in 4. I think they may have added it in 3, though.
Oh, man.
Over there.
Bullet spread's rough in this one.
Over there.
Well, no, that's not what I meant to do.
You know.
Yeah.
No, this is the first actual gunfight the game really puts you in, and it's also I think it might be almost a little bit too hard considering that it's the first real fight they've given you. But you also have these do give out. It's not infinite, but there's 10 grenades in that box.
Yep, that's not.
So you can use them for a little while.
Hey now, come on, don't do that, Chief.
Yeah, I'd go back in there and...
Yeah. I keep pressing the wrong cover button because I've been playing different cover-based games.
Because your friends tricked you into playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, well, technically...
I shouldn't say tricked. You agreed to do it because you're a good friend, Joey.
But all it's made me want to do is play 3's multiplayer again.
Mass Effect 3, that is.
Yes.
Enough that you were considering pulling out an Xbox 360.
Enough that I'm still considering pulling out my 360 because I just...
Oh, run over there and kick that guy. Don't shoot him. Run over there and kick him. Boom! That's what I was talking about in the first game. You can't do that in the first game.
Incredible.
So there's a lot more melee animations in this game, and there are certain ones like that where it's situational. If you're at a level above a guy, you can do a one-hit melee kill. Oh, leave him alone. He dropped a grenade. You saw he was pulling a pin out.
Oh.
When the enemies lift their hand to their mouths like that, that means they're pulling the pin out of a grenade.
That's
if you
cool.
shoot them during that, you'll stagger them and they'll drop it and kill themselves.
Wow, that's a lot of people shooting at me all at once. I hope they found... Oh, gosh. I literally was saying I hope they don't throw a grenade at me. That's what happens, though.
I will say, if you want to, the upper wall that was next to where you are, if like you're like where you actually stand up cover, if they throw grenades directly at you while you're on that one, they will always just land on the wall on the opposite side.
Really?
They'll never actually throw a grenade through to you. Because they'll aim right at you, and you see how there's a little like kind of wooden beam, you know, midway up. It'll always land on the opposite side, and grenades have no penetration.
Good.
So if you just stand there, you're basically immune to grenades for this fight.
Well, that's cool.
That helps.
I know this because I've played this fight about 6,000 times. Because I played this game way too much back in the day. This is another reason why you're playing and not me, is because I need somebody to experience this with fresh eyes, not someone who's jaded and cynical about this game because they played it. Because this is one of my favorite games, and I played it enough that it's lost its luster for me a little bit.
Oh no, there's still somebody shooting.
Oh my gosh, they're still coming.
Oh yeah, this is a long fight. There's some waves to this fight, my guy. We are coming, and we are coming in waves.
I'm getting some lucky hits in.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, is that I don't know how they've programmed blind fire in this game, but it is, in the last game, the spread was so wide, and often, like we talked about, it was often off-center.
There's so many!
It was often off-center of, you know, where you actually were pointing that reticle, whereas in this game, the spread is obviously still all over the place, but you can have decent success with blind firing, as long as they're not at long range. Yeah, you may want to grab some ammo right now. Now, I will warn you, I think it may be happening right now. There is a point where people are putting enough pressure on Sully that if you don't kill them quick, I think he can die here, so you may want to help him out real quick.
No, yes, maybe.
Let's see if that works. He's gonna roll off on the other side? Nope, that did it.
Triple.
Nice.
Yeah, so Aiden, this is something that the original game also incorporated. The original game incorporated because you're familiar with achievements and stuff, right, Aiden, on Xbox and PC.
Oh, come on!
So the PlayStation has the trophy system, but they didn't have trophies implemented until like a year and a half or so after the PS3 launched. But Naughty Dog knew that they were going to be implemented eventually, so they actually built an
Back to my spot.
They built an in-game kind of award system into the first game where you would earn little achievements for doing things, which meant that when they patched trophies into the game later, they basically just like all of the triggers were already in the game, and the game was already wired up for trophies.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Actually.
So and then they just kind of maintained it so that in addition to the meta trophies of like system level, they also
I tried to
have
do the melee. I tried to do the head kick.
Keep in mind that that just the blind fire is also really effective in this game.
Gotcha.
Like right there, you could have just stayed in that cover and shot that guy to your right. Since generally speaking, if you're getting outflanked, if there are 6 guys shooting at you and 1 guy is about to come to cover around you or is already looking at you, it's often better to blind fire at them to avoid getting hit by the other 16 guys who are shooting at you.
Makes sense.
But that bounced off of the cover there and did not help you very much.
Nope. Don't do that. Don't throw that.
Too late. I think you already threw it.
I don't see it around.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe you did interrupt it just in time.
I mean, they give you all these grenades, so I should be using
them. Oh, yeah,
more.
absolutely. No, use them. That guy, he was really... Oh, no, what do I do? He had an Achilles heel. You hit his heel with the grenade, and that shattered his foot, and he couldn't move. He knew that he was dead. He just danced around for a second.
What? Oh, gosh.
Get myself into this crap. Help me, kid. You gotta take out the tower.
Oh, my God. Wait.
Worry about that tower in a second. Worry about the guys who are on you right now.
Yes. You can just...
Yeah, and as you can see in this game, he reliably he doesn't expose himself when he throws grenades. Unlike in the first game, where sometimes he decides, I'm gonna stick my whole body out there and throw this grenade. So grenades are usually a pretty safe option.
Goodness gracious.
Now you're almost done with this encounter now. When that tower starts up, that means the encounter's just about finished.
You're not. Where are you? Who are you?
They're back.
Who am I? What am I? I miss my brother.
See, I went somewhere else entirely.
Come on. There we go.
I went Les Mis. Who am I?
Yeah, you can go there too. That's fine. I don't mind.
Okay.
All right. I'm pretty sure that's all your standard enemies. You just gotta take care of the tower now. So this is this is kind of your final section of the grenade tutorial, because you can shoot the guy who's shooting at you, but you cannot do any damage to the actual turret without. Yes. You gotta take that first guy out and throw a grenade through the window.
Interesting.
I'm hitting the thing and not him.
There you go. You got him.
Right.
I think you just staggered him though. That did not kill.
Come on, wall. Wall cover.
That's not. It doesn't mind about it. You can. I would honestly just climb up on that and shoot and dangle and shoot. It's probably your best option here.
It's a good idea.
If it's a really long, it's not gonna let you take cover against a long wall where it doesn't really matter because it's not like protecting you from anything.
Well done.
Easy peasy.
First try.
First
try, baby. World record pace.
Woohoo!
There's a lot of people.
Now, I want to say, I could be wrong, I want to say we're standing in the wreckage of ships here, right? I want to say that one of these ships has a treasure at the top of its mast.
That could be...
That you have to shoot down, you can't climb to it.
That could... Oh, okay. That could be real.
I want to say that that's a thing here, so you may want to aim and check out the tips of these boats.
Straight up did not realize that these were ships.
I did not
Well, we've been a bit busy shooting at people, so... I want to say it's at one of these, but I could be wrong. Look over to the top of the other ship on your right here.
Which ship? This one?
All this structure here. This is all stuff too.
This is all boat.
This is all boat, yeah.
Well, there were 13 boats, but
this is just one. This is just one of them.
Missing.
Uh-huh.
So is that part of the story? Because obviously Marco Polo is a real person, but I don't know a ton about Marco Polo.
Yeah, I know virtually nothing about.
The whole his fleet got completely wrecked on the way back is a thing. Yes.
Okay.
He left with all kinds of stuff and got
Oh,
there
you're right.
with
No,
almost
there it
nothing.
was.
Where?
Right, like to the left of your right.
This?
It's on the other ship. See,
Oh,
one
that's
mast
it.
down.
Oh my god.
My memory's not so bad.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the treasure. We came all this way.
I think you needed to have shot it from. Oh no! There it was.
Oh my gosh! What's it gonna be?
Ooh.
A passport.
Oh, we can get to Mongolia with this.
I'm sure it's still valid. What is this?
I mean, it probably doesn't have an
passport.
expiration date on it.
Exactly.
It probably doesn't.
Come on, this way.
Join up with Sully. All right, let's go. Oh.
I will say this: filming
Go!
on these instead of the chairs we used to film on, I can fidget so much more.
Oh
And
yeah,
I love
Aiden,
this.
you haven't been here since like 2 years ago. We were filming in a different house at a desk. Well, that's not true. You were here for Sayonara Wild Hearts, but
Yeah.
Be this way.
I can just. Oh! Ooh! Oh!
Oh no!
Jacob was on his phone for that whole thing.
I saw it.
No, did you see him face through the wall?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sully's a very powerful entity, you guys.
He's the real treasure.
Aiden, in the first game, there's a fake out where it seems like Sully dies, and it turns out that he's actually okay. It's because he's unkillable. The game is like, oh, it's because he had a book in his pocket and that blocked the bullet. No, that was just his cover story. Sully is a transcendent being, okay? He can do all kinds of things that we don't know about.
He already found Shambhala.
He's just doing this for fun.
He's our guardian.
He left
Sully.
the oven on. Is like, I gotta go back.
Whoa, Sully. Look at these stones.
These stones?
Now we're getting to something.
Yeah.
These stones? Why does the letterboxing happen when I do this? Is it for cinematic effect?
Whenever you press up on the D-pad, it does the little letterboxing effect. It's just kind of for funsies.
I'm still not entirely sure which stones are supposed to